Jolt interacting with the can tends to go if it does like a lot. So we're gonna see. Someone has to approach here.
All right, so we're gonna see Battlefield. This is also another really good stage in terms of like very similar to the Battlefield concept. Excuse me, the SmashBros concept I was thinking. Smaller stage, easier for both players to box with each other, but also a much easier stage for MouseRat to close the gap and go for exactly this. You want to force those low recoveries, make it so Zane shows you that he's incapable of recovering, and then consistently just continue to trap him over and over again, just like this.
And Zane, you know, that was pretty immaculate recovery just using with the use of the can right there. Just any way that he can ensure not to get edge guarded by Pikachu is going to help a lot. Woo! And I'm already seeing the cerebral.
Yeah, I actually like what Zane went for there too. Don't reveal your cards too early.
Yeah.
You go for that. You go for that forward air. Put them in a tech trap situation. You just put the can out in a position so you can get a read on how he likes to behave off of that. So that way, not only you get something scary, but luckily for MouseRat, recognizing it and positioning, you could go for the trade there for that forward air, try and maybe get a kill. But the can actually going to cost Zane a stop.
Yeah, the can be duck hunts on worst enemies sometimes, and now we're seeing the loop coming out here. Quick 40, okay. Quick 46 coming out right there.
Over and over and over. And now that you're a stock up like this is similar to how you approach a stake matchup. You can go, you're willing to go in and trade now with duck hunt, other than situations like that. Oh my goodness, that was so well, but good DI from Zane, and then also recognizing that the Thunder Jolt was incoming. Zane doing a beautiful job of getting that ledge trap right there and even in this back up.
My man is a virtuoso on that can right there, man. That's like art right there.
Impressive duck hunt players. Oh my god.
I've never seen that shield break in my life. This should be kill.
Rest in peace. Like I've never seen that shield break either. Like
that's insane.
Like,
that's actually crazy.
You really want to hold shield there too, like because you're directly above Pikachu.
Exactly.
Guess what you don't do against Pikachu when they're you're above them? Jump. So you don't want to jump there. And MouseRat read that. So it's like, okay, instead of going for Tomahawk, which they're probably looking for, I'm just going to put this Thunder on shield and break it.
Oh, I do love how Zane has been trying to catch MouseRat's landings like with that up air very, very nicely. You know, Zane though, losing some stocks pretty early. He's been keeping it pretty even just with how he uses the can. Like, he's using the can in such a way where he's defending himself with it, and he's also, like, when his opponent's in disadvantage, it's getting the can up on them a lot quicker than they can react to.
Yeah, that's a key factor to like a proper neutral game by a Pikachu. Also, how do you avoid that? Like, let's not let shot. You're stuck with the can in front of you. This is so good.
That was good.
Yeah,
so
good
correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe the can moves whatever direction it goes wherever you send it out. So if Zane hits it now, it's gonna go.
Yeah, it'll bounce.
Or is it whatever direction you hit it last?
I believe it was. It was the last. I believe it was the last time it was hit. It will bounce the opposite direction. But Zane setting up that trap as well before with a DI mix up the kill off the top. That was so impressive. Getting this Zane seems to play better when behind. Like Zane has. Oh yeah,
his clutch is ridiculous. My man's clutch master flex. I guess the can goes whatever direction you're facing when it gets sent out initially, is what I'm assuming, because it's always seeming to go whatever direction. I'm sorry, Zane, for not knowing enough about your character. Ooh, good catch right there by MouseRat to catch the very end of that. And you're right about Zane playing pretty well from behind. He's brought this game back immensely. That's going to be a quick little combo right there.
Looking for the jump off ledge, not gonna get it. MouseRat gets the ledge trap now. Oh, that was so good because you're able to save your jump. Oh no,
that was
gonna
great.
Miss the tech. Tech had the other option, but that was just like it's just such a small window you have to like guess what Pikachu's going for. Are they going for back air here? Are they going for the up air? Are they going for under? Like what are they doing?
Yeah, I like the mix up there on timing because he was hitting with back air and I guess noticed that Zane was teching it a lot, so he's like, all right, let me go for a quicker option that's a little harder to react to.
Yeah, because if you go for that up air right there and you're anticipating that back air, you're not preemptively putting that in to try and get that. Like, granted, it's somewhat easy to react to, but when you're down like that all the way at the bottom of the stage, and you like the recovery from Zane was so good. The B reverse can to block the Thunder Jolt so you don't have to use your jump. That is so important because when you waste your jump against a Pikachu who is staring at you from the ledge, most of the time you're gonna die, or you're gonna be forced to go spot where you get a tech. So that was just really good option coverage from MouseRat to go down there and close that out.
Right now, though, we're happening to game number 2, and I guess we're seeing a full Battlefield set from the looks of this.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like this stage is like the most even between these two. Like this is as best as you're gonna get in terms of being able to operate at full capacity without worrying about giving too much of an advantage to the other player. That's why I was thinking that a smaller stage might work better, because otherwise, once one person has a stock lead, they get to run away and camp for the entire game, and neither one of these players want that. It's that bad when someone gets a lead like that. So, great job covering though, recognizing the trade. Very similar again to the snake interaction. You want to find your opportunity after that hit stun to hopefully get some damage, and MouseRat has been able to capitalize on that.
Ooh, I love that he put both the gunman and the can out to just cover everything in case that MouseRat decided to go low there. He would have gotten sniped out by the gunman. Like really good awareness by Zane. Both of these guys are doing such a good job of not like using up, like giving up on their resources. Like MouseRat with, you know, stalling with that down B sometimes, or Zane just deploying things that can hit both linear and diagonal recoveries. Like really smart stuff from both players right now.
Yeah, because like you pointed out, if you get hit by that gunman in that position, Duck Hunt can actually get out there fast enough to go for a forward air if you know that they're going to go down. So Zane just like very strong ledge shot game. Good job from avoiding and also getting away from the hard hitting points of that Thunder to get pushed back up top stage. That Thunder Jolt actually coming in clutch to trade with the up smash is going to lead to the stock for MouseRat afterwards.
Dash attack, like pretty good at catching just any dash backs or movement. Like this Pikachu just has so many kill tools. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, again, that's why anybody who I'll argue with people all day about the validity behind Pikachu being #1, just because, like you said, the kill options, the movement tools, really the only thing that Pikachu kind of ever suffers in is when you're at like that 160 window and they're forced to dash attack or grab. Like that's pretty much it. So, like even in this situation right here, Duck Hunt can't find his way back down, finally gets a nair in. But what does Duck Hunt do, even at kill percent like this, to be able to close out the stock?
Oh, that was good. Not setting up the can correctly. I think it needed to be like at a certain angle beforehand, or like he tried to push it out just a little too late. But Zane has the right idea. I like that he's not abstaining from going for grabs, because it's leading him into these situations potentially. And he's not panicking too if his can is too far away from him. Just like that.
Yeah, rolling. Actually, that was really smart too, because you roll on top of the can, you're not killer percent. So if the Pikachu commits to going in on you, they get traded. You're fine. As long as they don't land in front of you while off stage and then they get it back there. But you're not going to have that happen at that point. Good capitalization, almost getting the follow-up nair that could have led to maybe a drop down air, try and sneak a stock out.
That was cool.
That just barely missed that ledge 2. That could have been 2 frame. Ooh,
All right,
all of a sudden we're getting back in. Again, Zane plays so well from behind. Like, Zane does not let a lead really scare him at all. And that's
he doesn't lose his composure. And he's just doing such a great job of not letting MouseRat land at all. He's been maintaining center stage when he needs to, and he hasn't been just like throwing out his resources and expecting the opponent to run into them. He's been using them very, very methodically, and he's been waiting for MouseRat to be in a position where he can't really do anything but try to avoid that. As right there, he completely halted MouseRat's approach right there just with how he set the can out.
Yeah, and now as MouseRat, you're at that window. It's like, all right, I'm going to have to commit to that dash attack or something soon, looking for a follow-up up air there. But you have to be careful. And like, I like the fact that Zane kind of backed off, but also you got to be careful with the ledge too. They're not get hit, and the gunman actually going to be the one to take it out at 156, and Zane now taking over the percent lead.
The gunman is tough, man. People forget that character can kill you. Oh, that was so smart.
Did you see what Zane was going for? Trying to go
he's going for some crazy. That would have tacked on so much percent too.
Dude, yes, it would have been so much. Like you get up tilt can, follow up with up airs.
Yeah,
you read an air dodge, get a drop down air on the platform. That would have been disgusting.
Yeah, and he's shifted himself back into the lead very, very comfortably. It seems like MouseRat just can't seem to avoid the onslaught of what Zane has been putting out right now.
Yeah, you've now run into the zoner's paradise. When you're at a point where you're forced to approach a character like Duck Hunt or Pac-Man or anything like that, you are just playing into their game, and it's so hard to break it.
I gotta say though, Zane's movement on the platforms has also been helping him quite a bit. Like he's been mixing up where he's not just running in one direction when he's trying to get off the platforms. He's throwing MouseRat off by going back and forth off the platforms. Like he'll dash right off one platform, then dash left off the other one, just trying to get down quickly. There's just so many different facets of Zane's gameplay right now. It's throwing MouseRat off completely.
Yeah,
MouseRat's got to come up with something.
this is absolutely just a complete shift of like gameplay momentum entirely. Like now, as Zane, you see, just put out those safe hit boxes, like those hop nairs, put out those cans. Every trade is now beneficial for you. Like Pikachu has to be so scared to approach. Like you have to hope to get a grab or hope to get like.
The can is covering so
like,
much. And up throw maybe.
Nope, yeah, you keep it safe. I believe back throw near the ledge can kill, but at this point, like,
I think one more good can or up air, or even nair,
sure.
even nair, or gunman,
like,
yeah, or
there
gunman.
it is, the gunman. Like, where do you go?
It seems that Duck Hunt doesn't have a shortage on kill tools either. I mean, at 170, obviously, like, if you sneeze on the opponent, they'll die. But Zane wasn't fishing. He had multiple win conditions lined up for him that he kept very, very conscious of that entire time. A lot of players will throw away games because they'll hyper focus on one way of killing the opponent, and they'll let the other opponent kind of slip through their fingers right there. But Zane was very, very conscious. He was like, you know what? The kill's going to come to me eventually, so I'm just going to throw out whatever win condition I can to try and finish him off.
Option coverage. It's not always about hunting down that kill. It's about letting the kill come to you and setting it up so your opponent plays right into your hand. And if you're a Duck Hunt player like that, you have to have those traps. You have to have those ways to make them feel stupid. And really, that's just the best way to do it. It's like, oh, I jumped here. I avoided the kid. Oh, there's a gunman. Oh, I rolled in. I was able to get by this. Oh, he was waiting with the up tilt. And then it just continues to tear away at your brain because she's like, how do I get in?
Yeah.
And it's so hard. So a lot of people will just run in and look for that kill. And you just run right into what Pikachu wants. But Zane didn't do that. But we're going to see a return to Battlefield like we said before. I don't think there's really a reason to not get off of this stage. It's so beneficial for both players as we've seen in these first two games.
Now we gotta see how, because Zane did a great job of adapting after game one. Now I'm very curious to see the adaptation coming from MouseRat here, because how do you recover after a game like that? Like, even though it was last stock, like, I feel like Zane just was very, very confident in his control of the game the entire time, while MouseRat seemed to be struggling to find his openings.
Yeah, I think the key factor is get that early lead and stay on top. Like we've seen so far, unfortunately giving up that pressure that he had, that's really good for Zane because Zane was getting smothered. But if MouseRat can just stay on top of Zane, prevent Zane from setting up those traps like so before, then get a really good lead. Like not a small lead, like a really good lead, because we've already seen Zane has been able to play very well from behind. You have to have one where you can afford mistakes. That way you don't end up losing back down to like one stock apiece at the end.
Yeah, it seems like defensive play isn't going to work out too well just because Zane thrives in an environment where he can set up as much as he can. That way he can expand the amount of options he can punish with in the future. MouseRat has been playing a lot more aggressively, though, for sure, this entire time. Not giving Zane too much space. Like, spacing adequately, but not spacing within a range where he's too far away to get his hands on Zane.
Yeah, able to find it right there. Gonna drop down as soon as you saw an opening. Force them once again to go for that tech because no matter what, you're in a positive situation here. There's no hitbox. Zane has to tech it every time if he wants to stay alive. And MouseRat now with a comfortable lead-ish. I don't think that camping is it yet. I know that like you want to play defensive, but really, if you can rekindle that first stock's pressure when you got up to like 60% and then hang back, that's where I think this match gets out of hand for Zane. So let's see if you see MouseRat looking for the opening, trying to find it, but Zane doing a good job so far at the beginning of the stock, not really giving up too much.
Yeah, he's been keeping him on the back foot quite a bit and not giving Zane any kind of openings. Except for right now, though. Now my man has all the time in the world to kind of set up for what he wants. He's got the can over the ledge, gunman on the platform.
Good job getting that Thunder Jolt out as quick as he did because that up air was ready to cover that jump. Zane was definitely looking for it. Now
this is tough. No can.
But luckily for Zane, able to get by. What do you do here? Oh, looking for the roll on with the F tilt as well, but just missing the timing.
Wow, I love the stalls with Thunder here from MouseRat because they're giving him a lot more time to anticipate what resource Zane is going to throw out. Because off stage, as soon as that can is kind of out of the picture for Duck Hunt out of disadvantage, they really can only do one action out of up B, and that'll put them directly into free fall. Great sneaky up air though by Zane, just getting in there and evening up the stock.
Like it's one of those positions like, oh, they're running right at me when I'm up in lead, so it's probably gonna grab me, right? Like, no, just cover it with the short up air, and a good call. So once again, this is still in no way, shape, or form a bad spot for Zane, because we've already seen multiple times how good Zane has been playing from behind. It's really just on MouseRat to shut this down as fast as humanly possible before this gets way too out of hand.
And you saw right there, Zane is not afraid to sprinkle in, you know, that little aggression right there. Like, he got a quick 40 off of MouseRat by just holding forward the entire time and trying to anticipate where MouseRat was going to go, getting him caught with grab. So you really have to be cognizant of that as well. Zane is not just going to sit back and sit up with traps all the time. When he knows he can get that opening with his normal attacks as opposed to his specials, he's going to do it! And that was insane!
That was one of the best setups I have seen.
So he laid the discus on the stage, put the gunman in the middle to push him onto the platform, then triggered the discus into up smash. That was insane!
The only thing that doesn't work out is if MouseRat jumps away and gets out of there. That's literally it. Like, just getting all of that covered because MouseRat is hunting for you. Finally, MouseRat able to get down there and get that down air, so we're down to one stock apiece. It's exactly how we want this game 3 to go.
That was a setup of dreams right there. I'm still over the moon over that setup. That was the most big brain setup ever. You could not see that coming from a mile away if you tried.
Oh no, you're getting cooked every time. Like, you're sitting there, it's like, okay, so I'm gonna be fine, right? And then all of a sudden, 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 hit by, like, it's just, like, there's nothing you can do. And now
Clay Pigeon is scary because it can stay out there for an extended period of time, and the Duck Hunt can trigger it from wherever they want. It's similar to like C4 or something remote, and another up smash to catch on the platform. Okay, that was really smart. He had to go high because the gunman was positioned on the stage, and MouseRat unfortunately landed on the platform. Such smart coverage from Zane, just forcing MouseRat to pick these recovery options that leave him very vulnerable. Super smart stuff.